So naturally, you get to go after your dreams. You get to achieve them. You get to live your best life because the environment you're in supports you. Hello everybody and welcome back. My name is Diana. If you are new here, welcome. Alright, let's get into today's topic. But before we begin, could you do me a huge favor and hit the like button and the subscribe button before we continue? That would greatly help me and help my videos go out to other people. Now I've decided to just use a blank sheet of paper and write on it because we'll see how that works for now until I find the next way of doing this. Alright, let's begin. And today's quote is, your environment is critical to your success. This is so important. If you've ever been, let's say, I don't know, in a specific place, let's say your home, for instance, you live in your home with your whole family and you've had parents who have constantly put you down. That is an environment you're in. And let's say the opposite, you have or live in a home where you're with your whole family and you have family that is constantly encouraging you to go after something. In these two scenarios, you're going to get two completely different results, which is why your environment is critical to your success. So, what is it that you want? That's important to find that out first. Now, with what you want, are you constantly in a space where it's always like, oh, you won't be able to get there? Those are the words you're hearing. You won't be able to get there. Girl, stop. No way. You're kidding. That's not how you roll. That does not work for you. You're dreaming. You're stuck in la la land. Does that happen, or has that happened, or is that happening to you? The environment you're in that situation is a negative environment. That's the kind of environment that's going to keep you from reaching your success story, from living your best life. You're going to end up believing what they're saying. You're going to end up doing what they're saying. You're going to end up not going after your dreams because, well, if they said it and they know you, then it must be true, right? That's the environment that's not going to help you succeed. That's the kind of environment you want to run from. Completely run from. Because if you have a dream, let's say you want to get out of the situation you're in, or let's say you want to, I don't know, expand in some capacity to whatever thing you want to be expanding in. But if you're constantly hearing negative words, pessimism all around you, my goodness, you must run from that environment. You must. And perhaps that environment is in your head. That also happens, where you're constantly just doubting yourself, beating yourself down, just speaking negatively about you, about your dreams, about the things you want to accomplish in life. That is also a negative environment. You do not want to be there. You do not want to be there. And I encourage you to check out Mindset Ignition if you want to ignite your mind for success. Okay, because that is so crucial. Getting out of this environment that is constantly in a space that is keeping you from reaching your level of success. Now, on the other side, the kind of environment you want to be in is an environment that is going to uplift you, that is going to send you to where you want to go, that is going to encourage you. You're always going to be winning because there's no way you're going to feel the opposite. There's no way you're going to feel like you can't do it because you've been surrounded by positive energy, by positive people, by positive words. Optimism surrounds you. So naturally, you get to go after your dreams. You get to achieve them. You get to live your best life because the environment you're in supports you. It allows you to succeed. It pushes you to succeed. Does that make sense? You want that. So what environment are you in? If you're trying to level up and constantly people are telling you, what are you doing? What? Why are you trying to look good all of a sudden? Why are you doing your hair now? Why? That's not a good environment to be around because clearly they don't want you to win. But one way you can combat that, if you're in that position and you feel like you're stuck in that position where you can't seem to leave your environment, do it anyway. And do it scared. Because if you just go after it, guess what? You win. You win. And that gives you the momentum to get out of that situation. Because once you start seeing the progress, once you start seeing results, once you start seeing the positive outcomes of whatever it is you're going after and doing, then suddenly you start becoming unstoppable. Okay? You start becoming unstoppable. But it's imperative that you shift your mindset. Because when you are in that space, that type of environment where you're not wanted to succeed, if your mind isn't strong enough to combat what everybody else around you is saying, you will drown in that negativity. They will pull you down along with them. So you have to develop a strong, positive mindset. And also another way is to find somebody, a mentor or someone that you can look up to and or hang around. There is somebody in your life that you may not know or you may have known about, but you've been either scared to talk to them or ask them. That person that you aspire to be similar as, that you admire, send them an email. Send them an, what do you call it, a DM, right? Reach out to them. Reach out to them so that they can help you, mentor you, so that you could surround yourself in that environment, that positive environment, that successful environment, where it's like, okay, now we're tag teaming each other in a positive way. We're lifting each other up. We're lighting each other up so that we can win. Because when you are in that environment of, oh my gosh, you go girl, you're going to do well, you're going to succeed, guess what? You do. You push, you go after, you become, you just elevate. And that's what you want. Okay? So ask yourself, what is secretly stopping you? What is secretly stopping you? Because your environment is critical to your success. And if that's stopping you, it's time to change. It's time to run away from it. It's time to move forward from that and enter into the type of environment that will allow you to reach your level of success. Alright, my friends, I hope that gave you a little bit of inspiration and a little bit of encouragement. Be sure to like the video if you have not yet. And also, the Mindset Ignition course is linked in the description box below. Thank you so much for joining me today, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you know next time when I've uploaded a video. Alright, see you in the next one. Bye bye.